Hello everyone, hope you've all had a brilliant week. I've had a pretty good one, and I had something the other day, well yesterday in fact, that just made it all brilliant, and that was the news that Empress, a band who I featured a few weeks ago, and if you haven't seen that video then you should, I'll put a link down there. Anyway, they just got signed to Roadrunner Records, and that is fantastic. I mean, whether it's to do with my show or not, I have no idea, but regardless, I'm happy for them and it's fantastic. But anyway, let's crack on with this week's three bands, and it's starting off heavy and then it's ending heavy, but it's sort of progressively getting a little bit heavier with each band tonight. So anyway, let's kick it off. Also, every band this week is from the United Kingdom. Brilliant. First up is Empire, who are, yes, from the UK. Don't really need to explain that bit, do I? And I think the track I'm going to play is really good. I mean, it's a mix of thrice kind of guitar, but then you've got sort of Incubus style vocal if Brandon Boyd from Incubus was sort of a classic rock musician. So yeah, you've got the classic rock injection in there as well. So have a listen and see what you think. I thought it was really good. I enjoyed listening to that one, definitely. And you can get that off Bandcamp for the fantastic price of, well, if you want to, you can pay nothing for it. Absolutely zilch. But you know, it's always good to throw some unsigned musicians some money their way because it's good stuff and we want to support it, and that's what this is all about. So next up is We Were Ghosts, and I can't really say who they sound like. It's one of those bands who's sort of, you know, on the tip of your tongue, but you just cannot remember it for the life of you. But musically, it sort of reminds me of the back end of the new metal era, which is fantastic. I love new metal. I mean, yes, I love my Limp Bizkit and all that kind of thing. It's fantastic. So anyway, as with all the others, have a little listen and see what you think. That was Penance there, which you can get off their Facebook page, and there is another song on there to listen to, which is well worth a listen. It's very, very good. I don't know what you guys thought about that song, but I think it's a really good song, just sort of get you in the mood for like going to a gig or something, or just, I don't know, going to the pub with friends or something, you know. Good solid track, definitely. So, the finale act for tonight is Deadly Circus Fire, who, I have to admit, when I saw sort of the stage get-up and the presence and everything, it's, you know, you sort of makeup and everything, and I'm a little bit curious about bands like that. I mean, which might sound a bit weird because, well, Slipknot are one of my favourite bands, but anyway, there have been a few that I don't really like with all the sort of makeup. I mean, well, Hollywood Undead for one. Sorry if anybody does like them. Anyway, let's get on with the band and see what they're like. Why do you pray? So that was the track Her Epitaph, and I think that is just fantastic. It's got the little bits of metal that I just love. It's got like the little, you know, sort of, not really a massive intro, it's sort of, but then it just explodes and then you get the scream going over the top of it. I love stuff like that. It's just fantastic. And that again kind of reminded me of sort of new metal era, but again, not a bad thing at all. And I was picking up a bit of a Korn vibe in there, early Korn mainly. Don't know what you guys thought, but anyway. And also, for their new album, they are doing an online pledge, which I promised them I would mention. So I will give you the link to that down below, and that song as well, along with a few others, I think their other album, you can get through various online retailers, as I'm told, but again, links will all be down below. So, now you know. So there we are, the end of another show, but I will be back again next week with another 3 bands for you, and just want to say another thank you to anybody who's been watching all of them so far, or anybody who's new who's watching. And if metal's not entirely your thing, I have done a few other things, so give them a look. So, with that said, I will see you all next week, and have a very good night, and don't forget to comment and subscribe on any videos, and like me on Facebook.